Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the sports betting industry over the past week. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep them coming in. The show is streaming on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. And you can also watch it on our website, turnpikesports.us. And also, please visit our blog with even more news stories, turnpikesports.us, and click on the blog button. This week, we're going to be talking in our state and national report. We've got benchmarks in May for the states of Illinois and Colorado.
Okay.
And we have June benchmarks for Iowa, Indiana, West Virginia, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York.
Wow, boy.
Whole line of them.
Big couple of months, huh?
Deals. We've got deals involving Fanduel and Simplebet, as well as a pair of US Integrity deals again.
Oh, good.
Industry updates. We're going to be talking a little bit about the ESPN fantasy sports marketing that's going on.
Okay.
We've got Penn Entertainment finishing up their migration for Barstool Sportsbook. And we've got other launches and notices to talk about regarding PlayUp, as well as some new sports added in one of the states for their sports betting menu.
Okay, I always like those new sports. Usually it's the sports I've never watched or I've never heard of. So
I think they're just expanding this one.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yes.
All right. Nothing weird.
No,
huh?
nothing weird.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to round up the show with our legislation section. We're going to be talking updates coming out of Kentucky, Maine, Vermont, and Kansas.
Okay.
We're going to start our state and national reports right after this.
%of falls in the home occur in the bathroom. Don't put yourself or a loved one at risk. There's a safe bathing system for everyone's budget.
Enjoy a bathing experience that combines safety, comfort, and excellence. If assisted living is not for you, a BCI walk-in tub may well be the answer, giving you the safety and freedom to live independently. A BCI walk-in tub is the most affordable and comfortable walk-in tub in the market today. With our dual drain technology, your tub will drain quickly, and for those that still like the feature of a shower, our two-way bliss gives you both a handheld and overhead shower head. We offer the best financing in the industry with payments as low as $99 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months with approved credit. For comfort, safety, price, and selection, it's got to be BCI Walk-In Tub. Be one of the first 50 callers and save $1,500.
Call 800-354-4377, 800-354-4377 for a free no-obligation in-home consultation.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
We're going to start off our state and national reports in Illinois. We've got their May sports betting report. As always, they are a little slow to report some of their
Really? I
sports
thought
betting
Illinois
reports.
was pretty good with their report.
They're about a month behind everybody else.
Not like Arizona.
Arizona's about 2 months
Okay,
behind.
yeah.
We've got Illinois reporting in May that the year-to-date total handle for the state has passed $4.5 billion.
Wow.
$4.7 billion to be exact. If you want the exact number, it's $4,738,410,000.
You would expect those numbers from Illinois. I mean,
Yes.
it's a big population state, so it's got a lot of big cities in it.
Yep. Year-to-date revenue for 2023 here, year-to-date, $400 million. They passed $440 million to be exact there.
Wow,
So
okay.
their revenue's growing as well.
Okay.
They seem to be ahead of last year's pace. Going over to Colorado. Colorado is usually in line with everybody else. They had released their 3-year anniversary numbers a little while ago.
It's been 3 years, huh, for Colorado?
They
Wow.
just released their May sports betting report. According to the Gaming Commission out there, state of Colorado, year-to-date handle passed $2 billion already.
Wow.
$2,269,828,000. And as always with Colorado, we talk table tennis.
Yes, it's what is it? Colorado and Oregon.
Oregon.
Okay, the two big table tennis
Yes.
jurisdictions.
Well, I was a little surprised at table tennis this month.
Oh, is it a slow?
No,
month
it went up.
Oh, went up.
Up almost 40% from the month before in terms of handle.
I always think of table tennis as more of a winter sport. It's indoors.
Really? It's not. It's
I don't know. Every
It's
time
not like
you mention
skiing.
Colorado, you mention table tennis. I get. Does it have a season? I don't know.
I don't know. Right now,
Okay.
they had in May $9.26 million in handle, sixth top sport in the state. Usually, when we talk table tennis, the handle is about 1.5, 1.6, closer to 1.8% of the total handle. Like I said, it was up 40% from the month before.
Which is weird. Because
2.5% of the total handle.
you would think the summer months, well, May's, the starting of the summer, and, people would be outdoors, and table tennis, I think, as an indoor sport or activity, or I guess it's a sport. But you know what? You can't play table tennis outside. I guess you could, but, the elements kind of I'm assuming it's the ping pong ball is that the official thing? I mean, it seems like it would blow around in the wind and be really affected by the elements. So it's an indoor sport. I would think people
It's
are
year-round.
outdoors more.
It's year-round.
I guess it is.
Going over to Iowa. Iowa reported their June numbers. We're moving ahead in the calendar here. Year-to-date handle passed $1 billion for Iowa. Over in Indiana reported that the year-to-date handle passed $2 billion. They became the 9th state to pass $100 million in total tax revenue post-PASPA.
Wow. Good.
Also, Indiana holds one of the unique distinctions of being one of the other states where DraftKings overtook Fanduel.
Okay.
In the month of June.
Well, DraftKings
Second state.
had a pretty good couple of months, and because what is it in New York? FanDuel was the ruler in New York, but for a couple of weeks there, DraftKings jumped over FanDuel to be number one for was it 2 or 3 weeks?
3 weeks, and
3
then
weeks,
then it shifted back.
Yeah.
But in June, there were a couple states that normally FanDuel led in terms of handle, but DraftKings overtook them there. Didn't overtake them in revenue in most states, but handle that flip-flopped for a little bit.
I would think it seems like in New England anyway, DraftKings is the number one sports book. They have a corporate office in actually I think their corporate home is Boston, Massachusetts, and I think in Massachusetts are they number one? And I know in New Hampshire they're the only one.
Well,
really,
we're going to jump right to Massachusetts
All right.
then.
Okay.
Massachusetts reported their June numbers.
Okay.
Total revenue since launch, which is only a couple months ago,
January, right?
$200 million they passed already in total revenue. Total tax revenue passed $40 million. They're on a good pace.
Yep.
DraftKings, 47% market share in terms of handle.
See?
Yep. FanDuel was second, 34%. So they have the market. DraftKings has the market in Massachusetts.
And like I said, New Hampshire, they're the only mobile sports book, right?
New Jersey, June sports betting numbers came out for New Jersey. Total handle for year-to-date 2023 passed $5 billion already.
Okay.
Year-to-date state taxes passed $55 billion.
Wow. That's the important one.
Yep.
If you're in state legislature, you want to see that tax number.
Actually, here are the numbers that really matter. All-time revenue for the state of New Jersey since launch back in 2018, $2.5 billion.
Wow.
Also, all-time taxes, $350 million.
Wow. See?
Yep. And they actually had a very interesting June in terms of sports betting handle decreased, but revenue increased by about 70%.
Okay.
And we're seeing that trend in a lot of other places. There's something similar going on in Pennsylvania. The numbers just came out at press time, so we're going to be talking about them next week. But I did take a look. They are jumping up in terms of revenue percentage. We're seeing increased holds. Bettors are getting the stuffing beat out of them in June here for some reason.
Well, if you're a tennis fan,
Yes.
who I don't know anyone who saw that one coming, but
Over in New York,
I won't bore you with tennis talk. Okay.
well, people love tennis.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Betting on tennis is one of the best things out there.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Tennis and golf.
Tennis and golf.
Professional bettors love it.
June, New York, they report their entire month. Third state to reach 25 billion post pass per handle. They join New Jersey and Nevada as the only other states to do that.
Okay.
$1 billion handle in 16 of the 18 months of the mobile industry's run so far. So they are constantly hitting $1 billion
it's
in
been
terms
great.
of handle. Right now it looks like in terms of July here now, because New York releases their weekly numbers, week ending July 9th, state of New York's mobile industry, sports betting industry, passed $4.5 billion already.
Let me tell you something. New York is only going to get better. I mean, certainly everyone knows about the news. There are going to be 3 New York area casinos, which I would assume would also have sports books in them. Can you imagine a sports book in Manhattan?
Oh, it'd be great.
Just how much fun would that be?
So, these numbers are incredible. And, we're seeing some record numbers coming out for the overall commercial gaming industry. And we're going to have to wait and see exactly what the final numbers are when Arizona reports for May.
Yeah.
We haven't seen those yet.
Yeah, so Arizona, please take your time.
Yeah, get it right.
No, don't mind us. You just you do what you need to do, and you'll get it whenever you want to. So
that's it for the state and national reports. Let's head on over to some deals. Kicking off the deals segment, and no pun intended there, Fanduel announced a deal with coffee roastery North Edge Craft Coffee to launch a limited edition coffee blend called Fanduel Extra Kick Coffee.
Okay, wow.
To support the U.S. national women's team in
Great.
the Women's World Cup.
So where could someone buy this coffee? Is it? It's not going to be in the supermarkets or anything like that.
No, it's limited edition. Right now, what they have done to launch everything, they sent out trucks, branded trucks that would be serving this coffee in New York, Boston, Columbus, and Kansas City.
Okay.
They launched those July 20th and 21st. They should still be out there by the time this airs.
Okay.
You can also go to fanduel.com/fanfuel to order a special to purchase a bag of the coffee to help support the women's team in the World Cup. And, of course, being Fanduel, they offered a special promo as well with betting on the World Cup tournament.
Okay, good.
It's kind of interesting to see the marketing ideas branching out in terms of what else can you do besides offering bonus bets.
Yeah. I like the idea of coffee. I think, are they the only sports book offering coffee?
I believe so right
like
now.
that,
I believe so. And they're doing it in conjunction with Carly Lloyd, who is the ambassador for soccer for Fanduel.
Great.
Over in the micro betting area, we have Simplebet. As everyone knows, Simplebet announced a deal with the Live Golf Tour to be, and the phrasing was, the official sports betting innovation partner for the Live Golf Tour, which means more micro betting.
Yes. And by the way, golf really lends itself to in-play micro betting. So
they're going to be doing, they're actually going to be launching micro betting for the Live Golf Tour. Didn't have it before. They're going to be doing from start to finish of all the tours, all the individual players. One of the important parts of this deal, and if you think about it, it's very, I know Chris Bevilacqua called it a transcendent moment.
Sure.
For the sport. I think it's a transcendent moment for Simplebet.
And by the way, we've interviewed Chris a couple times. Yeah.
Simplebet is also the official distributor of league data.
Good. Okay.
Usually you see Sport Radar or Genius Sports involved in data deals. We have Simplebet becoming the league's real-time competition data. They're going to be supplying it to sports betting operators and media platforms worldwide.
Okay.
So it's very interesting to see Simplebet turning into something more than just a micro betting house.
Which is great. I'd be very curious to see how this evolves. You know, certainly the PGA and LIV made the news lately because it looks like they're merging, or however either side wants to call it. And I'm curious to see how things fall out after the merger and what happens after the merger. If it even occurs. So who knows?
We'll see what happens there.
so everything's up in the air.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of, you know.
Well, we're going to be talking a pair of U.S. Integrity deals now.
Okay.
We've got U.S. Integrity announcing a partnership with the Championship Darts Corporation, the CDC.
Which is big.
Not the Center for Disease Control,
No,
the
no.
CDC, the Championship Darts Corporation.
Okay.
North America's professional dart tour.
So this is a North America.
This is North
because
America.
Of course, it's huge in the UK
Yes.
and things like that.
Well, we have World Series of Darts. That's always on BBC America.
Yeah.
That's over in the UK. Really, a lot of times we don't see too much dart championships or dart tournaments
That's one of those
being televised here.
Well, that's one of those things that are streamed on the. I watched the dart tournament streamed. I can't remember what online sportsbook I was on, but it was streamed in the online sportsbook, so I was watching that. And basically,
yeah.
what I was watching was the dartboard and the darts hitting it. I didn't see anyone throwing it. I just saw the dartboard and the darts hitting it. So that was a long time ago. Maybe production got a little better in darts on streaming online sports books, but no, that's what I was watching.
Well, I just remember,
And I was sitting there watching it. I can't believe I was sitting there watching a dartboard.
well, I remember watching BBC.
That's a
the
little
World
more
Championship.
That's more produced. That's,
It was
you know.
very interesting watching the crowd more so than the actual darts competition.
I wouldn't know who the hell was in the room. Like I said, it was focused on the dartboard.
They had a huge crowd, tables with beer, food on the tables. They
Wow.
were drinking, eating while
Good.
watching the tournament on TV.
Was this in a stadium or what was
It
this?
was in a big tournament room.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but they do it up really nice. Over
Oh,
there
yeah, no,
with
well, no,
darts.
that's-
I would love to see a darts competition like that here from the United States.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun.
The other deal,
I'd like to attend golf. Instead of watching
rather
it,
attend
I'd
it,
rather
yeah.
attend the golf. Or the dart thing.
I just wonder if they actually, since the people were on TV watching the darts tournament, were they having to pay for the food and drink? Or was that
Who knows?
supplied?
I don't know.
The other deal U.S. Integrity was involved in, and I just watched this over the weekend, Slam Ball. U.S. Integrity.
See, that's what before when I said, "Oh, is there a new sport out there that I've never seen?" Now, slam ball
has been around.
Okay, is that the one where it's the square trampolines?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, slam ball. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No.
I just wanted to give myself and everyone else there a mental picture of what we're talking about.
Slam Ball, like you said, combines elements of basketball, football, hockey, and trampoline. Very interesting combination.
I see the basketball and the trampoline.
I
I'm
see
not
the
sure
football
about
'cause
the
you can hit
football.
people. You
You
can hit
can
people.
actually tackle people. And
I don't know
things like
about
that?
tackling. You can hit them.
You can hit them. How about a hockey? I'm not sure.
Checking, I guess.
Okay, all right.
I actually,
I don't know the rules
I'm
of it.
learning it as I go
I remember
along,
seeing it. I was like, hey, what's this?
But it
So-
coincides with the deal with U.S. Integrity coincides now with the start of the new season, which began in Las Vegas, by the way.
Okay.
It's going to be on ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus for 7 weeks.
Okay. All right. No, so it's going to be televised.
Yes, it's televised.
I would seem like that's, no offense to slam ball fans out there. I would think that would be the Ocho channel.
It was.
It was?
the
Okay.
last
All
time
right.
it was on
It
TV.
just-
Now
It has that ESPN Ocho feel kind of a sport.
They
you
did
know?
they did a full-fledged deal with ESPN. Now.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Congratulations to Slam Ball, by the way.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yep. That's it for the deals. We're going to talk some industry updates right after this.
Every 40 seconds, a kid is reported missing. Find the Children provides educational material that teaches your kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs are very successful in bringing kids back home to their family. You can help protect our kids and bring the missing kids home safe by donating your unwanted car, truck, SUV, or van, running or not. We guarantee you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast free pickup, usually within 24 hours. Over 2,000 kids are reported missing every day. Call now to donate your vehicle. Donate now to bring these kids home safe.
Call 800-934-2260. 800-934-2260. 800-934-2260.
Game starts at 20, bet slip is empty. I gotta call KG.
KG, what up?
I got nothing for you, Fox.
Ah, come on. Jalen. You wanna tell?
Yeah.
Don't call somebody on live TV.
Well, you answered. Have other friends anyway.
Marshawn, Barry.
Listen, I need some tips.
I like LA.
LA?
No, Dallas. That's
Dallas.
Dallas.
Dallas?
How about Detroit? Barry,
I'll call y'all right now. Vanessa.
I got a tip for you. Always go with your gut.
I like that.
Let's go with our gut.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. We're starting our industry update segment with a story regarding fantasy football. As everyone knows, the NFL season is quickly approaching, as well as the college football season is starting up very soon. ESPN announced the launch of its marketing campaign with "Only in Fantasy, Only on ESPN" as the tagline.
Okay.
It's basically various actors portraying characters that are in unorthodox and comical situations.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And they reason them out logically as they would fantasy football.
Is this a sketch show or what?
They're spots. They're commercial spots that are going to be
commercial. Okay.
Yeah. New spots started July 17th, and they're going to run through September 10, and they're going to coincide with the first games in the NFL.
Okay.
Basically, it's the ESPN fantasy football section on their site where you just go ahead and play, along with other people that watch ESPN.
I got to get more into fantasy sports. I mean, ever since sports betting kind of blew up and everything, I've been doing sports betting more than fantasy. I got to get back into the fantasy thing. So.
I got to get back into everything because the NFL's starting up soon.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I just everything. I before sports betting, you did fantasy baseball and basketball and hockey and things like that. But, now I'm just, doing the sports betting. So
well, there are even sports betting operators out there that shut down some of their programs up until the football season begins. So
yeah,
NFL's the be all end all.
Oh, sure.
We've got the National Council of Legislators from Gaming States just recently had their conference. They unanimously adopted a resolution to help states develop responsible gambling standards.
Good.
The nickel G's, as they refer to it, the resolution included one accredited national problem gambling helpline number. Instead of having multiple ones, they're suggesting one number for everybody.
Yeah, okay, that'd be good.
State or jurisdictional advertising guidelines to ensure that marketing is targeted only to those who are of legal age.
Which is important.
Yep. Marketing also follows standards not to offer content, themes, and promotions that have special appeal to at-risk consumers, problem gamblers, like how they're calling them now, at-risk consumers.
Okay.
Also, they are recommending policies and programs that enable customers to discontinue their play voluntarily on a temporary or permanent basis. So they have worked together to come up with this framework. I think it actually meshes well with the American Gaming Association's advertising.
I think it's
as
good,
well.
and I think it's good for gaming operators too, because look, one of the big things the gaming operators have to contend with is the different standards in different states. Yes. I mean, they kind of need some guidance on what they can do on a national level that adheres to all the standards in the different states. So I think that's good.
We've got Penn Entertainment announcing they have completed the migration of the Barstool Sportsbook tech platform to what they have with the Score platform as well.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures. It looks nice. It looks good.
Very fast.
I like
very efficient.
I just saw the pictures, and it looks user friendly, which is important for me anyway. I hate the whole number splashed up against your screen. I like things in an orderly way, and from the pictures I saw, it looks pretty good.
Anything fast and efficient is good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Over in Ohio, we have the Ohio Casino Control Commission adding betting on the Big Three.
Okay.
And the WTA 125, which is an international professional women's tennis tournament series, to the betting menu for that state.
All right.
Big Three has become a big popular
I saw it on
sport
TV
for,
the other week,
for betting.
Yeah.
In Maryland, Crab Sports was issued a online sports betting license, so they will be launching soon.
Especially in Maryland. What a great name for that.
They are the 11th online sports book in that state.
Wow.
So congratulations to Crab Sport.
I want to see pictures of that. Do they have a crab as their logo? Or?
As a matter of fact, I believe they do.
Okay, good.
I believe they do.
To check that out.
That's it for the industry updates segment. We're going to finish up the show with our legislative roundup. Starting off our legislative roundup over in Kentucky.
All right.
Kentucky is just rolling along to get this thing launched.
Yeah, no, they're speeding right ahead.
Yes, they have now created the Sports Wagering Advisory Council to guide oversight of retail and online sports betting of the state. It's going to help, the council will help the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission regulate the industry.
Right, good.
They're going to be bringing in people from the public protection area. They've got cabinet members from all different areas of the state, as well as the gaming industry. They're going to have employees of the Horse Racing Commission on it, as well as 2 other at-large members.
Yeah. Hey, I hope everyone takes notice. Kentucky is doing it the right way.
They're doing it fast. They're doing it right.
Efficient, and they're doing it right. They're doing it in a responsible way, too. Good for Kentucky.
Yes. Going over into New England, we've got Vermont. Vermont is going through the process of issuing their regulations. They ran into trouble with some of the rules, the proposed rules and regulations for the actual sports betting industry sign-up areas. Okay. A lot of the sports books were kind of questioning what they were doing. Matter of fact, Caesars, DraftKings, and Fanduel all submitted written comments regarding these rules. I believe one was the fact that they have a different set of sign-up requirements for every person signing up for it, so there's no consistent way to sign up. It's a little different than other states, and these 3 operators suggest that maybe should be more uniform.
Yeah, I think so. I think
it just should be all uniform.
Well, look, I mean,
there should be minimum requirements to get signed up.
Vermont has a lot of examples to look from. There's a lot of states doing it, a lot of jurisdictions, and Vermont's an interesting state because they're only online.
Yes,
there's not going to be any retail books. They can look at Tennessee, how Tennessee is doing it, because Tennessee is only online too. So,
but there's plenty of time for them.
Yeah, they'll get it worked out.
Over in Kansas, the Kansas Racing and Gaming Commission approved the final historical horse racing facility proposal to get a license.
I've yet to try one of those machines. Everything's historical horse racing machines. I've yet to try one.
Guy from Vegas came in and proposed this, Phil Ruffin.
Okay.
He runs Treasure Island and Circus on the Las Vegas Strip. Mm-hmm. He's going to be opening up the Golden Circle. It's at the former Wichita Greyhound Park. He's going to have 1,000 historical horse racing machines installed there.
Wow.
And
I got to try those out.
And last but not least, we have Maine. Now, Maine's been running into issues because of Milton Champion over there getting suspended, then brought back in.
Okay.
They're moving forward really, really quick now.
It seems like they're back on track.
They are very back on track because they are now going to get their rules approved by the governor very soon, if not by the time this airs. They're going to be starting to take licenses and giving licenses out by November.
Wow.
Which means relatively shortly after someone gets a license, which could possibly be the same month. So we're looking at November as a possible launch for Maine.
Wow.
November of this year.
You know what happened? They saw
Kentucky.
Vermont. Hopefully they saw Kentucky and emulate what Kentucky is doing. But they saw Vermont. I mean, look, Maine's going to be the only state without sports betting, or the last state to be to have sports betting. Maybe maybe Vermont motivated them.
Well, Vermont will be launching later than Maine, so Vermont will be the last to the party in New England. But Maine is surprising because,
like I said, I think they saw what was happening in New England. They don't want to be the last. They want to get things moving. Okay, good for Maine.
I just remember seeing when they first started talking about this in Maine, they issued the first set of rules, 800 comments.
Yeah, because they were a little
second set came out.
Yeah.
Second set came out down to 600 comments. After that, Milton Champion went bye-bye for a little bit, and now he's back. They've got everything going forward. They've got the rules going to the governor. State Attorney General's office is approving them as well. Everything is lining up for them to launch in November. I mean, actual launch, not just issue licenses. So we'll see. And again, we're looking at 10 retail books for online books.
Great.
Or some way, shape, or form of that combination.
And that may change too.
That may change completely. But again, November launch is possible for Maine now.
Wow.
That's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. Press releases, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep them coming in. If you've been following along on TV, the ticker is flying by with additional news stories we didn't have a chance to cover in this half hour. Also, full print version, including additional news stories that weren't in the ticker, and also the actual airing of the half-hour show here. Turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button. You'll see a full print version of our book report there.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.